So in sideline position, lots of things to do. So we're going to start from the head, and I'm just going to stabilize here. So gallbladder starts right at the outer canthus of the eye, gallbladder 1, and then it does some zigzagging on the side of the head and comes down the side of the neck onto the top of the shoulder, where at that point we were doing gallbladder 21. It comes in front of the shoulder, and it comes down the side and through the hip. So earlier today when we were doing knee and gluteals, we were doing a gallbladder point in the belly of piriformis. And then it continues down the iliotibial band, lateral compartment of the leg through the peroneals, and out the top of the foot. So this first series is just doing all motion compression into the top. So to start, we're going to add a little compression, stabilization here, and we're going to start with nice opening here. I'm going to take the palm of my hand and place it excuse me, right over the head of the humerus, and just through an extended arm, I'm just going to lean in so we get nice big stretch. Easy. Okay. And release. Now, we did the point already, but this is a good opportunity to do gallbladder 21 again. And if you use the ear, just as a general line, it'll bring you into the point. And to do the point here, this tissue is thick here. So maybe thumb over thumb, lean in with extended arm, pressure's okay? Down towards the feet. You know, this is dynamic because you can use your body weight so clearly. And with just a little direction, you can be specific to the point. And the stretching helps open it up first. And then you come back with the point, right? So say you're working somebody very muscled, very tense. You want to do a little bit more sustained pressure, but since it's tense already, you don't want to use such a specific thing, but a broader surface. So you can do this, right? You can just lean in like this. So it's a broader surface and you're using your body weight, no problem. Pressure, is the pressure okay? Okay, release. And then we're going to come and we're just going to add a little compression to the side of the head for gallbladder. So we're going to use the palm here and then just going to compress down into the side of the head. And we're going to compress behind the ear, not over the ear. So it's a general compression so it gets the zigzag of gallbladder meridian. It also just helps with the temporal muscle, you know, that fan-shaped muscle there. Nice compression behind the ear. And then I'm going to take my inside leg and come up like this, if you can sit that way. Because it supports the body, and you're just going to take your arm and present it under here. And then you're going to take your thumb and feel for the mastoid process. Now your thumb's going to go right in gallbladder 20. So thumb here, place here, and not so much pressure here. Just place it there, and you're going to lean back and depress here. Because that helps open the point but also stretches the neck. And you're using your body weight. Pressure's okay?
I'm not familiar with gallbladder.
Okay, so if you feel for the mastoid process, bro, like this, right?
Yep.
And then you just come a thumb width behind it, you'll go right into a concavity, a little indentation.
Trap?
No.
It's a suboccipital. It's like the
you're
first
going
trigger
deep.
point
Yeah.
line.
Are you going deep? All right.
So feel for your mastoid process, everyone. And then thumb, here, do it both, it's easier. So like this, thumb width towards the midline, and then bring your head back. Your thumbs go right into the point.
You got
Right?
it.
Yeah, that's the look.
It is.
You know, so that's where it is. So, and you can feel the indentation. You can also feel the tension.
Yeah.
Right? It's not only the suboccipital, but also in Chinese medicine, that's a point, and it's called wind pond. And the energy in the gallbladder meridian, excess energy, so if it's excess mental energy, thinking, it gets caught there, because usually we have this going on. right? So when we have this going on, it creates this little thing where things can't get out. So all this energy is going on, and it wants to get out, but we're like this. And it closes that thing, so everything gets caught in this lower point.
It's like
So,
laptop neck.
yeah, it's leading with the chin. So this is nice, but the oppression here, very nice. And then we're just going to do some petrissage here just to loosen the neck. And you want to be behind the SCM, right? Here's SCM. You don't want to work in front of SCM.
No.
You want it right behind. But if you're right behind SCM, you can feel the transverse processes of the cervical vertebra, and that helps loosen up the levator because that's where the levator attaches. So this, in essence, not only loosens the neck, but it starts to be specific to the attachment of levator. So you're working down, 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 and you come to the top of the shoulder. And also, to any time I have opportunity to stimulate gallbladder 21, again, I do. So it's right here, so what to do? So you can use your fingertips like this and bring the shoulder like this, and you go right into the point, you feel? So you're right into the point like this. And then down, and then our hands like this, and we're just going to lean back. Nice stretch. And then we're going to lean back this way and stretch. And then our hands are going to separate, and we're going to do range of motion. So easy,
Mm-hmm.
right? Nice
Beautiful.
and ported, like one way.
Are you doing this on both sides of the body?
I'm going to start doing this.
Balance now.
It's all about the homeostasis. Okay, we'll see what we can do. I have to talk to my people though. So range of motion, right? So now we're going to do a little stretch for the pec minor. Remember when we were gouging the pec minor before? So here, this is a specific stretch to the pec minor. So arms straight up, and then slightly overhead, and then back.
Oh gosh.
And the reason that's direct to pec minor is because you remember, pec minor has that 45-degree of attachment to the coracoid process, right? So to get that angle, arm up, straight up, slightly overhead, and then back. All
Is
right.
that getting your side too, also?
I'm sorry?
Long line of our muscles on the back? Is it also getting that? Or just the
No,
back?
it's
I'm
just
sorry, I
getting-
don't.
Is it also stretching
No,
your back?
I just feel
Just
it
your
all.
No,
back?
because my leg is up here supporting, and this leg needs to be up here because if not, her body's going to go and it's not going to get the stretch. So it's defined. Now say you're working with somebody and arms heavy, their arms heavy, or they're having a hard time getting the stretch. We do an alternative like this. Put your hand on the back of your neck. Okay? Now we're going to use this arm as a lever. But we use the forearm here, like this, and we'll just... And this is effective. It doesn't have to move back as far because we're taking this part away. So it's like this. So where your forearm is, it's below their hip. So here's the top of here's the iliac crest. And you come down and you feel there's a little softness there. That's the upper fibers of gluteus medius. So it's between the iliac crest and the greater trochanter of the femur. Your forearm just sort of fits in that groove so that you can just go like that. So I'm not pushing, I'm just leaning in. Okay, so that's nice stretch. And then we're just going to take arm, stretch, so we can open up the ribs. Right? And then we're just going to place down, and then we'll just stop there because the next section is compressing and doing the hip down here.
Oh, we